I'm a former managing director at BlackRock. We want to pay higher taxes, and everyone else wants to pay higher taxes as well.
Hi, Steve Moore here. I'm here at the Patriotic Millionaires press conference where a bunch of millionaires said they want to pay higher taxes and they're advocating for it, but they won't sign a pledge saying they're willing to pay the taxes that they endorse. In fact, not one of these patriotic millionaires raised their hand and said, I'm willing to pay more taxes voluntarily.
Welcome to Tax Day, one of the most segregated, most unequal, and one of the most unjust days of the year in America.
It's about billionaires owning super yachts and Rolexes, while hardworking people are struggling to afford their rent or going to sleep hungry.
The poor and the working class are not going to bring this country down. It's the wealthy that'll bring the country down.
It's time to enact a new tax code that requires those who benefited the most from America's economic structure to recycle a significant portion of that benefit back into our society, rather than allowing them to amass fortunes so large that they threaten our democracy.
Hi, thank you, by the way, for doing this, and it's incredibly patriotic what you're talking about in terms of being willing to pay more taxes. I think, Myron, you started out this press conference by saying you want to pay more taxes. And so I represent a group called the Committee to Unleash Prosperity, and we have these pledges. How many of you are millionaires here? I know you are, a number of you. We're hoping that each one of you will sign this pledge, which says that you will pay a 90% tax, just as you're endorsing today, because you say it's your patriotic duty to do so. And so I'm hoping that each one of you will sign this pledge that says I'm willing to pay a 90% tax, because it's your, as you said, it's your patriotic.
So let me understand,
it's
you want me to do that individually, or you want me to do it
Miss Disney?
policy?
Yeah, let's get people, I've got pens, let's sign these, you know, that you'll, so we can solve the problem.
Policy, or do you want me to do it?
No, we want, you all said that you wanted to pay, you said you wanted to pay more taxes.
We want to change the system.
No, you said you want to pay more taxes, so don't you think it's your duty?
Can we keep this to press?
I'm sorry, don't you think it's your patriotic duty to pay more taxes if you're saying that?
Saying that the voluntary paying of more is not going to answer the problem.
But you all are
Yeah,
millionaires.
sorry, we
right?
got another question.
Okay, I'm just, because you guys are millionaires, and you're saying you don't want to pay more. Wait, you do or you don't want to pay more taxes? What?
Yes, it's disingenuous to say
Why?
that the voluntary change to the law is going to make a structural difference.
But you could make, you all could make a huge difference. There's a little bit of hypocrisy when a bunch of millionaires get together and say raise taxes, but they're not willing to pay them themselves. Out of the 20 millionaires here, not one of them was willing to pay more taxes.
That is hilarious, ladies and gentlemen. So they're standing there and they want everyone else to pay 80, 70, 90% of taxes, but they themselves won't. But did you know that there's no law forbidding them to pay more on their taxes every year, more than what is required by law? So instead of leading by example, they're standing there and virtue signaling, knowing they don't want to pay 90%. It's nothing more than a communist, socialist, far left extremist virtue signaling party. Nothing more. And if the laws were to become where they got to pay 90%, I guarantee you they would open up LLCs in other countries, other continents, and store their money there so that they wouldn't have to pay taxes. Boom.